Hi, I hope you're all very well. So this week's video is something I'm personally super excited about because I've been putting my body through a little bit of a specialized gut protocol because my nose has been getting the rosacea come back. Now, so if this is a video for people who do suffer with cystic acne, rosaceas, which just means redness in the skin, it's an indicator that the microbiome in the gut that's not quite right and we need to address it. Otherwise, you're going to improve it and it's going to go on this constant up and down merry-go-round. So I want to address some really cool information, and a lot of you are going to be working on parts of this protocol. So I wanted to do kind of an over refresher to talk about the gut and skin connection, and then a little bit specifically on what I'm personally doing at the moment to improve my gut. All right, step one, our gut is our second brain. So it houses not only where all our food is converted into healthy, rich blood, it is also a big part of our immune system. Over 70% of our immune system live down there. And we have a highway called the vagal nerve that travels from our mind through to our gut lining. So that's why when we do that abdominal breath work, you're going to feel turn on digestion, rest and repair, because you're actually allowing your body to be in a parasympathetic state, which means that our body can go to work and do all its healing. When we're breathing really shallow, hyperventilating through our chest, which a lot of us do by just looking at our phones, that's actually shutting everything down. So we want to try and remember, firstly, when you eat food, take some long breaths, calm everything down. We don't want to be eating in a stressed state because you're not going to absorb it. The problem is most of us go through life thinking we're doing quite well with our diet, and then we run into skin problems, and often it's because we haven't addressed the mechanics of our digestion. So one of my teachers said the human body is one long tube with legs and arms. So your skin is a reflection of what's happening inside that tube. So that tube starts at digestion. The eyes see food, the mouth chews it, and then it goes down a long pipe. Stomach should have a nice acidic state to turn that food or that bacteria, kill anything that shouldn't be in there and start pre-digesting our proteins. And then it goes through the small intestine into the large intestine, where hopefully that is in a good shape. But I like to say most of us, when we buy a new car, we get it serviced regularly. When we get a new body, we tend to not service it, and we put it through a lot of stresses from international travel, which is great. We can do that now, but when we're exposed to different waters and foods and bacterias, sometimes we can get a lot of issues through this, from parasites to microbiome. Processed foods obviously really upset the gut. So we want to make sure, first of all, that we're having 1 to 3 good bowel movements a day, because it's got to come out. If things are getting stuck in there, you're going to get issues in the gut. So if that's not happening, you need to address that, number one. And number two, often we've been exposed in our life to medications and processed foods and chemicals, and they're just hidden in everything. And they all have a tax on the gut. And often that is going to start to show up in the skin. So if you're seeing cystic acne, rosaceas, something's not quite right. So for me personally, I had wisdom teeth extraction, and I had to do 5-day on just a light antibiotic called doxycycline. It's quite light and simple, but ever since, my rosacea flared back up, and topically I was controlling it with lots of antioxidants and using these are some really good ones. So with skincare topically, we want to have a good barrier function. So we've got the video on barrier function, so feel free to watch that as a refresher. So that's how you clean the skin in a special way. And then number two, you need to build up the antioxidant profile. So antioxidants help to control cell function. So that gives the skin factory all the building blocks it needs to do its job. Fantastic. And then with rosaceas, there's always some kind of infection in the skin, so I need to control that cleverly. So Dermalac is a really, if it's prescribed correctly, we can use this topically to help control the rosacea. So there's definitely some overpopulation of bad bugs in the skin's microbiome, and deeper down there's something not quite right. So if it's happening so deep, so cysts and rosaceas, they are also a feedback loop. So you've got two prongs. So you want to get the antioxidants nice and nourished, disinfecting it cleverly day and night, but you got to address the gut. So first of all, you want to make sure it's not leaky. So how we do that, we put you, this is my go-to. I like to use Glutagenics powder. Why? Because Glutagenics is kind of like that miracle bomb that actually has all the building blocks to repair, kind of patch up any leakiness from stress and chemicals and processed foods and medications. And then it helps to improve the mucal lining of the gut with a little bit of aloe vera. It's got a little bit of D and A in there, so it's going to help the tissue heal. So it gives the building blocks for the integrity of the gut to start repairing itself. I also love collagen powders to be used in conjunction of this, and I might actually do a collagen video just solo. So firstly, we want that to be happening. Once we've got a nice healthy gut, so that's going to be different how long people will need to use something like this for. And then we want to start to look at the bacteria inside the gut. So at the moment, this is like been really game changing for me. So I use 2.5 teaspoons in water once a day. And this is populating, it's a prebiotic and a probiotic. So they're kind of like fertilizer in a double team to kind of overpopulate the gut with a particular type of bacteria to help everything flourish. For me, the gut motility has become much more frequent to more where it should be. So if you think of a baby, when a baby eats a meal, what does it do? It extracts the last one. So our gut shouldn't stop that as an adult. If it does, you have to put the detective hat on and ask why. So this has gotten everything moving better. It instantly makes you feel happier because those microbes are going to tell your brain that everything is great. And now I'm actually cleaning out any parasites, bad bugs, giving it a bit of a clean out with some herbs. So these has 3 particularly very strong herbs. It's intrinsic coated quite heavily, which means it'll get through my stomach and then it'll release in the small intestine to start killing off any overpopulation of bad bugs in the wrong area of the gut, and then it will start cleaning house. How long you use these things is obviously got to be personalized. So lifestyle wise, definitely eating a whole foods diet, making sure you're having 3 regular meals to keep your blood sugar intact and trying not to snack. No water with food. 30 minutes before meals, you can have your apple cider vinegar and water. And then we're trying to focus on lots of soluble fibers, lots of vegetables, some organic protein and healthy fats. So having a nice balanced meal 3 times a day and trying to extend those meal times to 3 to 5 hours between food to give your stomach a little break so you're not overtaxing your nervous system and your digestion system. And then things to increase is ginger. So I like to just buy the organic root and cut small pieces into a cup and sip on it all day, and then eat the root, and then half a lemon a day as well. Lots of herbs. Feel free to enjoy lots of fresh herbs in your cooking. Herbs are the healers in food, and then obviously enjoying lots of water between meals. Sleep is critical. Sleep is when your body heals, so we want to be getting good quality sleep every night. And then enjoy. Your body is going to improve, your skin will improve. The skin has a little bit of a slow feedback tool, so my nose up here is all cleared up within the first few days, but it's going to take time. I can still see the root of it still struggling a bit. So I've been doing some TCA liquid cool peels on there just to help disinfect it. I'm noticing that's really controlling it. And then just enjoy, because the healthier system means when you eat food, it's going to turn into beautiful, healthy blood. A lot of us forget that we might be eating well, but the mechanics haven't been addressed. And this is something I like to do on my own body once a year, and then fine tune it so I can help everyone else. All right, hopefully that was helpful, and I wish you all a beautiful day. Talk soon. Bye.